Hey everybody, it's Sharon with Let's Talk. Hey guys, so I wanted to take a few minutes and talk to you about Lexi. So Lexi is one of my daughters, and Lexi has been around whenever I did some of my videos, but Lexi hasn't got to be in any of the videos. Only for the fact that Lexi is always busy doing something here at the house or on her own phone. So anyway, I wanted to take a few minutes and introduce you to Lexi. Lexi, do you want to say how old you are?
22.
And do you work?
Yes.
Lexi does go to work every day. Lexi does have a regular job. Lexi helps around the house. She tries to do dishes. She helps with laundry. She cleans up her room all the time. And basically, she does the same thing as anybody else does, any other children. But Lexi has Down syndrome, and Lexi was born that way. And a little bit about Down syndrome. I don't know if you know too much about it, but I am a parent of Lexi, and Lexi does have Down syndrome. So just a little bit about that. I did. A lot of you guys are curious, have asked me. I did when I was pregnant. I did go to the doctor and take all those tests, and do all the tests that I was supposed to, as far as, they're like, let's do all these tests and let's see if you have a child with Down syndrome or whatever. And I did that stuff. And when we did the test, all the tests came back fine. Everything came back fine. They said everything's fine, everything's clear. And it wasn't until Lexi was born that I found out that Lexi had Down syndrome. So the thing about children with Down syndrome, they're born just a little bit smaller than other children. And they take a little bit slower to do some things as far as not only development, but like walking, crawling, and all that kind of stuff. And the one thing that I want to say about that is all my other children, they didn't do it all at the same age either. So to me, she's just taking her own time doing that too. But anyways, I did have some people jump on and say, hey, bring Lexi on and talk about Lexi and tell us some things about Lexi and all this and that. So I did want to take a few minutes and introduce you to Lexi. And as a parent of a child with Down syndrome, I wanted to just jump on here and say, hey, children with Down syndrome, they go to work, they do pretty much the same thing as everybody else. Now, not all of them can drive a car, not all of them can do certain things. And that's just because of their responses and stuff like that. Varies person to person. And again, that's just like everybody else. It's like any normal person. So anyways, like I said, this is Lexi, and Lexi is my daughter. I wanted to take a few minutes and introduce you to Lexi. Lexi likes to go to church. I don't know if you guys have seen a video that I posted a couple days ago, but it was Lexi, and Lexi was actually singing and talking about praying in church. So somebody had messaged me and said, hey, why don't you do a video and bring Lexi on? So I thought, that's a great idea. And so I'm going to start doing some videos about Down syndrome and a parent of a Down syndrome child. So Lexi can get on here sometimes, and she might have something to say to you guys. And I will jump on here from time to time, and like I said, we'll bring Lexi on, and so you guys can meet her, and maybe she can tell you guys a couple things. Maybe she'll sing for you guys sometime. So anyways, again, this is Sharon with Let's Talk, and I just wanted to talk today a little bit about children with Down syndrome and Down syndrome individuals, and just letting you know they can do the same thing as anybody else. They just take a little bit slower time to do so. And yes, for those who are wondering, they can go on and live regular lives like the rest of everybody else does. Sometimes for safety reasons, certain things are limited on what they can do. We want to keep them safe at all times. So anyways, that's a little bit about Lexi and some of the things that Lexi's into. Lexi, did you want to say anything, or did you want to sing a song, or did you want to say anything to everybody on here?
No.
You want to tell them a little bit about you?
No,
How about
thanks.
that? Not right now?
No, right now.
Okay. All right. So maybe I'll get her to talk a little bit about herself later on. She watches me do this all the time, but as far as her getting on here, I guess she's just not ready for that. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Again, If you got any questions for Lexi, just comment below, and Lexi will get back on here and she will answer your questions. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night.
See ya.